Welcome to part 3 of Are You Living Your Divine Design? A simple framework for real life. If you're joining us for the first time, I encourage you to watch parts 1 and 2 first to understand the translation key, foundational practices, and the complete journey through all the major concepts. In this final part, we explore quantum currency and consciousness economics, kingdom relationships, and divine resonance, spiritual leadership through the healed healing. And most importantly, we integrate everything, showing you exactly how it all fits together and where to go from here on your personal journey. The Revelation, Quantum Currency. The two-part series, Quantum Currency, revealed something profound about our digital currency transition. As physical money disappears into digital abstraction, it becomes obvious that value has always been consciousness-based rather than material. Collective agreement and attention create value. Consciousness is the true currency. The shift from physical to digital currency prepares humanity for recognizing that the energy and focus of collective consciousness are the truer currency. Collective consciousness observation creates quantum mass. Quantum mass builds into quantum gravity. Quantum gravity attracts and creates quantum currency. In personal terms, your consciousness, aligned with God, generates actual attractive force, drawing provision and opportunities. In biblical terms, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Matthew 6:21. What you value and attend to with consciousness creates your experience. In consciousness terms, collective consciousness observation collapses quantum possibility into material probability. Aligned consciousness creates quantum mass, generating gravitational effects that attract corresponding manifestation in material dimension. This explains supernatural provision. It's not magic, but consciousness physics we're only beginning to understand scientifically. And this consciousness principle extends to relationships. The connection, kingdom relationships. Kingdom relationships, the divine orbit of consciousness, used celestial mechanics as metaphor for consciousness relationships. Two celestial bodies traveling opposite directions won't orbit. They'll collide or pass by. For stable orbit, they need common velocity vector, compatible movement, and direction. Similarly, consciousness relationships require what I call divine resonance, compatible spiritual frequency, and aligned divine purpose direction. In personal terms, real relationships require both connecting with the person and aligning toward shared purposes. In biblical terms, can two walk together except they be agreed? Amos 3:3. Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father. Matthew 18:19. In consciousness terms, consciousness alignment requires both compatible frequency, vibrational harmony with source, and aligned resonance direction, shared divine purpose. Compatible frequency without aligned direction creates connection without productivity. Aligned direction without compatible frequency creates purpose without harmony. This explained why some relationships feel right but go nowhere, while others feel challenging but produce fruit. It's about the combination of frequency and direction. And this understanding applies to spiritual leadership and maturity. The leadership, the Healed Heal, the three-part series, The Healed Heal, Elevated Consciousness, and Quantum Leadership, explored how mature consciousness shepherds developing consciousness. The Healed Heal, the unhealed through divine resonance rather than resistance, through shepherding rather than judgment, through light that naturally dispels darkness rather than fighting it. Higher consciousness doesn't condemn or force lower consciousness. It maintains elevated frequency that creates attractive gravitational pull, inviting elevation through resonant transmission. In personal terms, help others by being the example, not by judging or forcing. Your elevation naturally lifts others. In biblical terms, "And I, if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me." John 12:32. Elevation attracts rather than pushes. In consciousness terms, consciousness aligned at higher frequencies creates quantum gravitational fields affecting nearby consciousness through resonance rather than force. Elevation occurs through attraction to demonstrated higher state rather than through condemnation of lower state. This explained how spiritual community could actually work, not through hierarchy and control, but through mutual elevation, as each person maintains their own divine alignment. The integration, where we are now. And that brings us to where we are now, to the simple truth we've been circling all along. You are created in the image of God. Consciousness designed to operate in immediate presence with divine will, co-creating kingdom reality through aligned thoughts, words, and actions. That's your divine design. Everything we've explored, immediate presence, divine breath, consciousness understanding, co-creation, spiritual curriculum, living without resistance, path of least action, greater works, gratitude and abundance, knowledge of good and evil, divine purpose, born of spirit, dimensional transitions, life as dream, sacred pregnancy, primary relationship, flow economics, quantum currency, kingdom relationships, and consciousness leadership. All of it describes different facets of this same diamond truth. You're designed to live in immediate presence with God, experiencing the kingdom within, manifesting heaven on earth through your daily existence. Simple, profound, practical. Whether expressed in personal testimony about peace and provision, biblical language about walking with God, or consciousness physics about alignment and manifestation, it's the same truth, and it works. It actually works in real life. Your map for the journey. So where do you go from here? If you're new to this work, you have options. Start with the foundation, immediately present, moving in love. Learn the basic practice, the divine breath, from patience to presence. Get the daily rhythm, the forgotten foundation, returning to our primary relationship. Understand the priority. Explore your interests. Interested in consciousness understanding? Start with divine singularity and the invariant set. Interested in practical application? Try mastering your spiritual curriculum and the reality you accept. Interested in economics and provision? Explore flow economy of the kingdom and quantum currency. Interested in relationships? Check out Kingdom Relationships. Interested in spiritual maturity? Watch the Healed Heal series. Go deeper with questions. The Kingdom Within, addressing our practical framework, addresses theological concerns, practical implementation questions, and verification methods in detail. If you've been with me from the beginning, I hope this journey map helps you see how everything connects. The translation key unlocks it all. Same truth expressed in different languages to reach different people at different stages. The invitation remains simple. Try immediate presence. Practice divine breath. Pay attention to your spiritual curriculum. Live without resistance. Follow the path of least action. Expect greater works. Practice gratitude. Remember your divine purpose. Be born of spirit. Navigate dimensional transitions. See life as divine dream. Trust the gestation process. Prioritize your primary relationship. Operate in flow economics. Recognize quantum currency. Build kingdom relationships. Let the healed heal. Or even simpler, Be present. Do your best. Trust God. That's the framework. That's your divine design. That's what you're created for. The question again. So I ask again, are you living your divine design? Not perfectly, none of us do, but directionally, increasingly, more this month than last month, more this year than last year. Are you experiencing the peace that surpasses understanding, the provision that exceeds human planning, the relationships that elevate, the purpose that fulfills, the kingdom that manifests? If not yet, that's okay. You're exactly where you need to be in your curriculum. The fact that you're here, watching this, means you're ready for the next step. And the next step is always the same. Immediate presence, right now, aware of God, choosing your best. Inhale. Be immediately present and aware of the Most High through faith. Exhale. Trust His provision, His guidance, His timing. That's it. That's the framework. That's your divine design. Everything else we've explored, all the concepts, all the language, all the videos, they're just describing different angles of this same simple truth. God created you for immediate communion, ongoing co-creation, and kingdom manifestation through consciousness aligned with divine will. You're not here by accident. Your existence serves specific divine purposes. Your challenges are curriculum. Your gifts are divine equipment. Your consciousness is the creative force through which God manifests His will in your sphere of influence. Live it, experience it, share it. The kingdom is within you, waiting to be recognized and released through your aligned consciousness. Welcome to your divine design. If this journey map helps you understand the framework and your place within it, please like, subscribe, and share with others seeking their divine design. Explore the videos that call to you. Trust that your path through this content is divinely orchestrated for your specific curriculum. And most importantly, don't just learn about living your divine design. Actually live it. Be immediately present. Practice divine breath. Trust the process. Your divine design isn't distant ideal. It's available right now, in this present moment, through simple alignment with the Most High. The kingdom is within you. Live like it.